There you go. Next order of business is the approval of the journal, and the chair recognizes Councilman Squilla.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move
Councilman Squilla, you got it?
I move that the journal of the meeting on Thursday, March 12th, 2020 be approved.
Thank you. It has been moved and properly seconded that the journal of the meeting of Thursday, March 12th, 2020 stand approved. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, ayes have it, and the journal is approved. The next order of business is request for leave of absence, and the chair recognizes Councilwoman Parker.
Thank you, Mr. President. On behalf of the members of council, a leave of absence is requested for all council members not in attendance at session today.
Thank you. Chair thanks the Councilwoman, and that leave will be granted. Our next order of business is communications, and the chair requests that the Sergeant of Arms delivers the messages from the mayor to the chief clerk. Mr. Decker, please read those messages.
To the President and members of the Council of the City of Philadelphia, I'm pleased to advise you that on March 16, 2020, I signed the following bill, which was passed by council at its session on March 12, 2020, Bill number 200010.
Thank you. Those messages will be printed in the journal. Mr. Decker, you have any additional communications?
I have none, Mr. President.
Thank you very much. Our next order of business is reports from committee, and the chair recognizes Councilwoman Keona Sanchez for a report from the Committee on Appropriations.
Thank you, Council President. The Committee on Appropriations, of which was referred Bill number 200258, where am I?
Thank you.
Reports the bill out of with a favorable recommendation and suspension of the rules.
Thank you, Councilwoman. You got it?
Huh?
The report.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mr. Decker, please read that report.
To the President and members of the Council of the City of Philadelphia, the Committee on Appropriations, of which was referred Bill number 200258, entitled An Ordinance Authorizing Transfers and Appropriations for Fiscal Year 2020 from the Grants Revenue Fund, the Director of Finance Provision for other grants, to the General Fund, the Managing Director, and to the General Fund, to certain or all city offices, departments, boards, and commissions. Respectfully reports it as considered and amended the same, and returns the attached bill to Council with a favorable recommendation.
Thank you. It has been moved and probably seconded that the rules of the council be suspended so as to permit first reading this day of bill number 200258. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, ayes have it. And this bill will be placed on our first reading calendar today. The next order of business is consideration of the calendar. I note that the bill just reported from committee with suspension of the rules has been deemed to have had a first reading. In the hearing and prior to the hearing have been conveyed to the administration. There will be further discussion on the parameters of the loan fund. There will be a change in the distribution of dollars, grants versus loan. There will be representation on the review team as it determines the criteria and also the whole application and the implementation process. Yes, sir. Yes,
And I'll
Council.
be brief because we're wrapping up.
Yeah.
For the team that's going to be reviewing this, well, I sit on PIDC board, so I don't even know why I'm even bringing this up. But I know if schools are going to be shut down until April the 6th and possibly Dr. Height kind of signaling maybe until June, then somehow prioritizing child care, daycare centers, it should be like a key focus, just because a lot of them will probably go out of business, especially with us having to be quarantined at home and children not having any place to go. But I can follow up with that with the board. So that was just a thought process, but I'm willing to work on it with anyone. That's all, Council President.
Okay, thank you. All right, so there will be further discussion and will be designated members of the review team. I know there's a lot of concerns, understandably, about the speed and the pace of the movement of the appropriations legislation, but there will be further discussion and there will be some changes made as it relates to that program, and council will be properly represented as it relates to that process. So thank you all very much. Thank you very much.